It's me, Indrish Sun again, and things are going really well in Flash. I learned a few new techniques and stuff like that, so um, what I'm going to teach you today is how to um, finish up the eye animation. Right now, I have about 8 frames in the animation so far. I'm going to scroll you guys through it real quick. Let's go backwards first. And let's see here. And once you play it in like test movie, it'll look pretty sweet and it'll be very fluid. So I'm going to teach you guys how to make the frame by frame. So right now I'm going to copy the last frame, move one frame over, and go to paste frames. Now go over to the next frame, frame 9. And on the clipboard already, I've already made a line for a reference. So the lines of the eyelid would be straight. So let's just move this down. What I do is I move this line down to the bottom of the previous line so they meet and there's no space in between them. So that looks pretty good. Let's check the other one real quick. And I pasted it kind of off, so what I'm going to do is zoom out and copy everything. I'm using the same technique as in Photoshop. I'm using Shift and clicking. So I'm going to move this back over here. Zoom in once again. That might be a little too far, but oh well. And move it up till you see no more space. Alright, I1 looks good. I2 also looks good, so I'm going to zoom out a little bit here. And what you want to do now is just delete the excess, so just click with the selection tool and hit delete to delete it. And let's see if I can get that part. There we go. And you do this till all of it is deleted. There we go. There we go. And there we go. Now we have to fill in this white space right here. But let me just make sure that it's all even. There you go. So now hit K for the paint bucket tool. And just fill in the spaces. Okay, there's a top, I believe. And just make sure. Yeah. Okay, now we have to do it once again. So now hit Control V to paste your reference. And now we gotta move it, so hit V again. And space it so that there's no space in between the two lines right here. And make sure to move it correctly. Don't be like me and be a lazy butt and not pay attention to anything. So now delete the excess again. This is probably the most tedious part of the entire process, but it's worth it, trust me. And I think that looks pretty good. So now we're going to fill in the spaces. And there we go, there's frame 9. And I think they're closed enough so that the next frame can just be the extra line. So let's see here. Yeah, I think next frame should be. So what we're gonna do now is convert it to a blank keyframe on frame 10, and we're gonna turn the onion skin on. That way we can tell where to put the line. There we go. So now just paste it. And since it's a little thinner than the actual space itself, if you can see right here, there's a white space right there and right there. So what I want to do is try and center it, and that looks pretty centered to me. And then what we're going to do is, since it's already selected, we can control the size of it. So I'm going to go over here to fill in stroke, and just click on this and hit the up arrow once. See how that works. Looks pretty okay, but let's click on it again and move it down once. There's still a little line right there, so I'm gonna make it a little bigger, about 3. And let's see how that looks. I think that looks decent. So now, since we don't have any other points on here, if we select the line, it's gonna select the entire thing. So what you want to do is drag, click and drag to the part that you want to delete. So if you delete that, there you go. It automatically rounds it for you at the end, much like Illustrator would. So at this point, it looks pretty good. So let's see how it looks now. So I'm going to scroll through it here. I'm not sure if I really like it how the entire eye disappears, so what I'm probably going to do is delete this part right here, the eyelids, so that it's a little smoother and it doesn't look a little like jumpy. Considering the shade of the eyelid is the same thing as the head, so it doesn't really matter. So I'll show you the finished product after I do all that. But thank you guys for watching, and I hope you stay tuned for what's to come. I'm probably going to do a lot of tutorials, so be on the lookout, guys. Thanks.